Hi, welcome to Masterful Divine Feminine 333. My name is Miss Divine. I just finished recording my first video that I've been on a YouTube hiatus, and I feel so much better now because I was getting a lot of downloads this morning, and I've been avoiding doing a reading for so long, but today I didn't have an option. I had to get it out. The reading was actually a lot shorter than I thought it would have been, but Spirit was calling me to pull on the next. And so here we are. When I started the channel, I had said I wanted to do zodiacs for every zodiac, but I think, I think Cancer or maybe Gemini was the last zodiac I did. I think it's Gemini, but I'm gonna start off with Gemini. I owe Leo a message, so let's get Leo. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put these cards back because I had the deck upside down. So I do take reversals, but not when I have the entire deck upside down. So let's start over. So if you are a Gemini, a Virgo, a Leo, or a Libra, this is your reading. It's still a collective reading, but we're definitely going to be looking at. We'll do Gemini and Leo first. So there's a possibility that you're a Gemini dating a Leo. Okay. So for Gemini, and happy belated birthday, Geminis. You would have had, or you had, and I believe and I would have liked to have been more disciplined and did the reading as promised, but nonetheless, I do believe in divine timing. So this message is perfectly suited for when you are reading it, regardless if you're reading it in your birthday or some other time. So number 7, uh, you got the 7 of Cups. So that's looking like opportunities, choices, imagination, wishful thinking, options, fantasy, and daydreaming. There's like a limbo energy surrounding you. Like it feels like you're not being the most confident right now. It feels like your energy is pretty light, like you cleared out a lot of burdens and things like that, but it still seems like you're not being as bold and as confident as you should be. You're kind of just like not trying to pressure yourself at the same time, right? You're trying not to pressure yourself to make a decision, then you're kind of also hoping for something to just happen, kind of like out of thin air. So there's a level of like fantasy world and reality that you kind of sort of need to bridge the gap on for like those opportunities that you are exploring or considering to come through. The next card I pulled on was is that for Leo, right? So we pulled out Leo. So again, a Gemini, you could have strong Leo placements, vice versa, or you actually could be in a relationship with each other. Um, we have like some of you can be a Gemini Sun, Leo, Moon, or Rising, etc. Or see where your Saturn return is, because now that's coming through. You can have a strong Leo placement as well as it relates to your Saturn return, or your South Node or your North Node could be a Leo. There's just a strong connection between the two right now. As far as Leo goes, prosperity, opportunity, manifestation, abundance, new career, and financial opportunity. So the Ace of Pentacles for Leo is very similar to the energy that I pull for Gemini, which is in the 7 of Cups, which was looking at opportunities. But the difference between the Gemini and the Leo is that the Leo chose it. Like the Leo got it, right? The Leo stopped, unlike the Gemini, the Leo has received the abundance through manifestation and through doing the work. So if you are a Leo and you haven't had it yet, but you know you are doing the groundbreaking work, it's absolutely coming. And I think by the new year, so January 6, you're definitely going to be in that new career, or really have made the decision to leave the current career that you're in now. Lots of abundance and financial opportunity. You may be feeling some sort of lack in your love life, and all your focus right now is on your abundance and financial opportunity. That's just what I'm seeing. That's what you're doing. Okay. That was, we did Gemini, we did Leo. I think I missed Virgo as well. I'm actually going to put these two lovebirds away. So we have Virgo, and the same Virgo, there's a possibility you're in connection with a Libra, and Libra's energy is a little bit, right, was a little resistant. So Virgo, Nine of Pentacles, um, Folded by Kalani is playing right now on the radio. If you know the song, you may be doing that. You may be giving the person the room to leave the relationship. You may have packed up your bags, their bags. You're ending a relationship. The relationship has ended. So self-care, satisfaction, luxury, rewards, financial independence. So I think for you, Virgo, you've been working on your financial independence. Like, your financial independence is very much tied to your romantic relationship. So you've been trying to separate the two, to break it, because you're suffering in both when they're both connected. I don't see much else for you, Virgo. You're working very hard. You're suffering in ways that you're not sharing, and you've been doing a much better job, even though you're not sharing the suffering. You've been doing a much better job at taking care of self and splurging on yourself. Like, you've kind of sort of been incorporating some Taurian behavior. Yeah. And then I pulled for Libra. So Libra, Knight of Wands, energy, passion, lust, inspired action, adventure, fearless, and impulsiveness. So I think what you like about your Libra partner is, like, you're very, like, attracted to them still, and you like that they're a go-getter, right? You like that no matter how challenging their lives get, they still manage to maintain that, like, financial independence. So that's what you've been trying to do. So that's part of the reason you've been sticking around, right? Um, Focusing just on Libra now. Yeah, I mean, you may have made some impulsive decisions recently, and out of lust, out of something that wasn't really grounded in truth. So I don't see that it was the worst decision, but at the same time, like, you might burn out of fuel pretty soon, right? And you may want to switch gears. But there's also something about you being fearless that is also part of your healing journey as well, Libra. So you're feeling pretty energetic. You're feeling pretty uh, um, optimistic. But be careful, because with that energy, you're kind of like making some impulsive decisions. So just really try to, like, cool down, literally cool down, before you execute um, the another big decision, right, regarding your life, your career, your relationships. And I'm going to put those two to the side, because we're in Scorpio season now. And I'm not going to come back and do another reading for Scorpio. Because trust me, when I'm done recording today, I have no idea when I'll be back again. But it's been fun. I've just been, I've been having a hard time. And to, I don't like to do anything beyond rest when I'm having a hard time. That's just what it is. Among other things, right? Among, like, among just other things. But anyway, Scorpio, cooperation, teamwork, creativity, collaboration, learning, building something, implementation. So you guys are Three of Pentacles. So you may have recently just lost a job, I'm hearing, or like your car broke down. Like you may have had some major level of destruction, but you are in the rebuilding stage. So it's really nice. For some of you, you may have recently gotten a divorce, or you're filing for a divorce, but there's a lot of support around you. Um, if you're working on a new business, a creative project, there's a you're on the right path. It's not that, but there's a sneaky energy in that field right now, in that space that you're working. There's something not good, right? There's something very sneaky, there's something a little bit malicious, and you may be a little bit blind to it right now. It could be someone that you look up to, someone that you really trust, someone whose opinion you've been taking on very strongly. And it's not that this person doesn't have good information, but this person may not necessarily have 100% the best interest in this collaborative effort that you've been thinking they've been having. So just kind of like do some meditation on that. If your intuition speaks to you and says, don't say this yet, or say this that way, like try to listen to that. Try to just not keep moving blindly in this area. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. But the thing that you're building is going to have some major up hurdles, but you are on the right path. Okay. So thank you again for watching, and we will talk soon.